Okay, Jonathan, I'm going to show you real quick what I did. I took your spreadsheet and I opened it up and okay, here it is. So here's your spreadsheet. And the first thing that I did was I turned this data sheet into a table. Now the way I do that is I highlight by clicking and holding down my left mouse button and dragging all the way to the end of this table. All right, so I highlight the entire table, then I go to Insert, and I click on Table. Yes, my table has headers, yada yada, and now it's good. Now it's a table, and this is a really, really cool thing that we have now because these drop downs now, they have filters, and there's all kinds of cool stuff that you can do with tables, but I won't get into it here. The next thing you do is you click somewhere in the table, and you go back to Insert, and you hit Pivot Table. Now, it's going to create a new tab. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move it down here. And this new tab now has all the fields in your table, or all the columns in your table. And so you wanted to group by state. So I'm going to drag state down to rows. And you also wanted to find the sum of the total verified loss. I'm going to drag that over to values. And look, it just sums up the states by the values. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this data right here. I'm going to go back to Insert, and I'm going to insert a bar graph. Look at that. That's your bar graph that you were trying to figure out how to make look good. I don't like these, but that's fine. You can change the formats. But we'll do that later. The other thing is, remember, we wanted to put data labels on here, so I click somewhere in these bars, make sure they're all highlighted, which they are. Right click, add data labels. Now look at that. These numbers are kind of weird. They're difficult to read, which is why I liked to format them as the nearest thousand. So I went to a spreadsheet that I already have, that format. Why isn't it letting me format the cell? Oh, it doesn't want me to format the cells. Okay, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to bring that over here. And now I'm going to go to right click. I'm going to go to Format Cells. I'm going to copy that format, which is in Custom. It's kind of a weird format, but now you've got it. Once I do this, you'll have it. I highlight these guys. Value field settings. That's probably no. Format cells. Sorry. I go down to Custom. I paste that really weird, crazy format, and look, there it is. And I go in here and I change the title. This is sum of total verified loss per state. And you usually put K, that lets the reader know that this represents thousands, not normal numbers. So 284 means 284,000. 5799 represents 5,799,000. And that is what I did.